Throughout Nebraska and Iowa, there's a familiar challenge, getting enough volunteers, but not just any, for something specialized and critically important to neighbors.
Who answers the call in your community when there's an emergency? I'm Southwest Iowa neighborhood reporter Katrina Markle in Lewis Township. And whether you live in a rural community like this one or occasionally drive through, there's a chance that if there's an emergency, the neighbors responding will be volunteers. It's why the lack of fire and rescue volunteers in the United States is a worry.
Yeah, it's very difficult for us to try and find staffing during the day.
Covering Southwest Iowa, a common refrain from rural fire and rescue squads: they don't have enough volunteers. With neighbors commuting to city jobs or even busy with kids' sports schedules, qualified volunteers aren't always available. 40 years ago, there were 200,000 more volunteer firefighters in the U.S. than there are now, according to the National Volunteer Fire Council. Lewis Township Chief Jake Hardiman is one of 2 career firefighters in the department. The rest are volunteers.
There's no cookie cutter approach that works for everyone. Everyone has different challenges. Everyone has different resources available.
A common solution: mutual aid. Neighboring communities in Pot County back each other up. Captain Andy Diller points to another strategy that works for Lewis Township.
We have people that want to become full-time career firefighters somewhere else, and we will absolutely train them as much as possible.
Lewis Township has several younger volunteers on the roster. It's the opposite in Malvern. In September, I introduced you to the 2 grandmothers who staff the town's rescue squad during the day. Another solution for Lewis Township is to have volunteers work specific shifts.
We have a freezer full of ice cream and Snickers bars and frozen pizza, and so that way if you're here hanging out watching a football game and a call comes in, you can go on that call.
Even for those who don't want to be firefighters or EMTs, there are other ways to volunteer for local fire departments, such as fundraising or helping with paperwork.
Outside Lewis Township Fire and Rescue, I'm your Southwest Iowa neighborhood reporter, Katrina Markle.